Did you remember? What are the main disadvantages with array? Do you remember? Can you list few disadvantages with arrays? Let me put like this. Disadvantages with arrays. Whichever you know, you can list. I can note down. Disadvantages of arrays. What are the disadvantages? Yeah, because it's a definition itself is a minus point. You are using the word homogeneous. You can also say something like similar elements are allowed. What about dissimilar elements? They are not allowed. Is it not? Means heterogeneous elements are not allowed in a other way. Or I can write only homogeneous elements allowed. Homogeneous elements allowed. What do you mean by homogeneous elements? Means elements of same data type. Elements of same data type are allowed. That is the main problem. Elements of same data type. Right. That is one disadvantage. Yeah. Number two is size is fixed. Array size is fixed. Size is fixed. You can neither grow nor it can neither grow nor shrink dynamically. Array size neither grows nor shrinks dynamically. At runtime, it cannot vary dynamically. Right. That is, yeah. So, right. You are there. Just a minute. Anybody else join? That is also important point. No predefined methods in arrays. Right. Yeah. One more. No predefined methods in arrays. Right. No predefined methods in arrays. Even for length, there is no method. Length variable, I mean, length property only you can utilize. Right. So these are the disadvantages. Why I am talking about disadvantages? Yeah. Anything else? Not allowed. Yeah. That is also right. Generic types of data. Generic means, I mean, that itself comes under homogeneous, I believe. So you cannot take multiple types of data or something like that. Homogeneous we covered, no? There itself, this point is also covered. Generic, generalized types of data in the sense, you put angular brackets, you write integer, comma, string, like that you are talking, right? That is already covered here in homogeneous. Homogeneous means only one type of data is allowed, either integer or float or double or character or string, like that. Not multiple types of data, like generic data is not allowed. Okay. So these are the disadvantages predominantly. And to overcome these disadvantages, we are having a concept called as collection framework. To overcome these disadvantages, we had collection framework. We have collection framework. Collection framework. Okay. Right. Anybody else joined? Yes. Right. So to overcome these disadvantages, we have collection framework. Now, first of all, we should know what is collection class, what is collection object, and then what is collection framework. Okay. Right. Better I open Word document and draw some diagram you can understand so that. Right. See, let me take one diagram. Inside, let me draw few circles or something like that. Let us call them as objects. These are all objects. Okay. Circled shapes I can call as objects. These are all objects. Right. And several collection objects put together, we get, yes, I mean, several objects put together, we get a collection object. These are all objects inside circles. We can call them as objects. Several collection of, several objects put together will form a collection object. Right. So I can tell you that these are all objects. Okay. This time mentioning very few here. We can call all of these things as objects. You can write as objects, you know, that you know. And this box, is a collection object. These are all objects. Several group of objects put together, you form a collection object, right? So here it goes like this. This is a collection object. We can call this as collection object. And now what is collection framework? Several collection objects, one square box I have drawn, right? Several such square several such collection objects we can call as collection framework. How it comes? Let us see. Like this, several collection objects you form a collection framework. So these two combined together, you can draw another big box or something like that, just for readability purpose. So once you remember this diagram, you can consider, you can easily define what a collection framework is. Is that why it is not getting? Yeah, got it. This as a whole. Oh, this is going to hide that if I draw like that, right? Unfortunately, first I would have drawn this. Unfortunately, wait, no problem. ఇవన్నీ కలిపితే వచ్చేది. How can I draw this? I do one thing. Wait. There is one logic for that. I can make like this. And here what I can do is, ఇక్కడ problem వస్తుంది మళ్ళీ. Okay, no problem. I can set it. Right. So slow. Different lines is time waste అవుతుంది. ఇదంతా కలిపితే వచ్చేది, you can call it as collection framework. Just I'm drawing the boundaries. You can understand because lack of time. Actually, in the notes, I have drawn similar diagram. You can easily understand that, but I tried to make it. Okay, so whatever it is, I'm not completing that, but you can understand. This as a whole, you can call it as collection framework. Here I name this as collection. Now we can easily define. If somebody asks you what is collection framework, immediately you can get this diagram. Several collection objects put together will form a collection framework. See what I am doing. This you can draw here. And what about this one? This you can make it like this. Yeah. So now you can understand there are two collection objects. First of all, what is collection object? Several objects put together will form a collection object. These are all objects you can see. These small circles are all objects. Here also, these are all objects. You can also name like this. Otherwise, ఇవన్నీ కూడా objects. So these are all objects, and this is one collection object. Several objects put together will form a collection object. Similarly, several collection objects will form a collection framework. So once we define this, you can also define a collection class. Without object, there will be, without class, there will be no object. You know that, right? So collection class, or you can also use the another word called as container class, is a class whose object stores a group of other objects. You can define like that. Now we will define all these things. Now let us start defining these things. You can easily define these things now. Number one, what is a collection object? Number one definition. What is a collection object? So you can also call it as container object. ఇంకో పేరు కూడా ఉంది, collection object, or you can call it as container object. That is also correct. Sometimes we use this word, container object. So what is a collection object or container object? Several objects put together will form a collection object or container object. Will make a collection object. Right. And then what is a collection class? That is also required. What is a collection class? Or container class? Container class. Right. So how do you define? Collection class is a class whose object stores. It's a class. Simply, it is a class. It is a class whose, whenever I say class, it will be having some object, obviously, right? So it is a class whose object stores. Whose object stores what? Stores a group of other objects. A group of, we can recollect the diagram, a group of other objects. So that is a definition. And then what is a collection framework? Several collection objects will form a collection framework. Collection framework. Yeah. Yeah. Collection is? Yeah. Yeah, it is. No. I'm not talking about the word collection, collection class. See, whenever I use the word collection object, I'm not talking about any predefined class. Okay, I'm not talking about any predefined class. I'm just using the word collection object. Means collection class will be there, obviously. Okay. So for example, if I say set, list, map, you might be hearing, you may be hearing all these things. set, list, map. These are all collection class, interfaces. Okay. These are all interfaces. Okay. But there are so many collection classes like array list, vector, hash table, hash map. So many are there. Tree set, like that. So linked hash set, these are all called as collection classes. Class ante mari object untadi. I mean object ante class untadi compulsoryga. So these are all dependable. That's why I'm just defining collection object. What is collection object? Several objects put together will make a collection object. And it is a class whose object stores a group of other objects. That's what we have defined in our diagram also. And then what is a collection framework? So collection framework means group of collection objects. It's a group of collection objects will form a collection framework. అన్ని కలుపుకుని చేసేయచ్చు. It's a class library actually, okay, that handles group of objects. And all the collection classes are present in util package. All the collection classes, interfaces, they're all present in all the collection classes and interfaces are present in util package. You need to import that util package, and you need to import that. Okay, right. Now, and one more thing is that collection object actually contains the references of other objects. Okay, actually collection object contains the references of other objects, but not the copies of other objects. Not the copies, the references it consists of. So memory is not wasted. Okay, because they are not maintaining any copies. They are not maintaining copies, but they are maintaining the references. So memory is not wasted. That is another important point which you need to mention. So what is that point? Collection object contains what? The references. The references of other objects, but not the copies. Copies of other objects. So there will be no wastage of memory. So memory is not wasted. So memory is not wasted. Right. So that is at another important point you have to remember. And then now we will go with the main interface. Actually, we can divide these collection objects into 3 categories. 3 divisions are there. Number 1, you are going to learn about sets, and then you are going to learn about the lists. These are all interfaces again. Lists. In that, and of course, there are several collection classes binded with these groups, and then maps. Maps are also there. And in sets, you are going to learn. Some collection classes are there in sets which you are going to learn, like hash set is there. We'll do programs on all these things. Hash set is there, and then linked hash set is there. Linked hash set, S capital, L cap, H cap, S cap. Hash set, H cap, S cap. And then you are also having tree set. Many of the methods are common in all these 3 things, in all these 3 collection classes. These are collection classes. Okay. And these are the other things are interfaces. I can tell you that these are interfaces. And these are all collection classes. And put like this, you can understand. And here goes. These are all collection classes. Right. Okay. Now, lists consists of And list consists of, and there are some entry question also on lists. We will work on that also. But first of all, list consists of vector, linked list, linked list, linked list, and then you are having vector. I think the other one is array list. Array list, yeah. Array list together. Array list. Stack, stack, and the other one is there. What is it? Queue. Stack is there, but stack is stack part of list. I need to check that. I will discuss. Listed, huh? Stack, yeah. Let me check that once. Because predominantly we use these things. Stack program we will do because there are some predefined methods, push, pop, direct workout out. That is the advantage, not unlike C language where we have to design whole lot of code for push and pop operations. Here, even for search operation, you have to do a lot of code. You have to take data structures. But here in Java, data structures are very simple. Predefined methods are there, like push, pop, search. These kind of things are there. You can directly do. But let me check that whether stack belongs to list. I did not remember. Let me check that. Third one is maps. Let me confirm that. Then I will. Queues kuda undi. Let me confirm. Let me talk about stack and queue. Let me check once. I did not remember properly. I think they are part of. Separately we have to discuss or part of this. Let me check once. And then maps, hash map and hash table. Hash map, mcap, and hash table. Hash table లో టీ స్మాల్ ఉంటుంది కొంచెం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి ఇది in hash table t is in small letter, please remember that, because majority cases every word starts with a capital letter, but I don't know why they have designed a hash table like this, t small letter only. They have designed, we have to follow that. That's it. Linked hash set ఉంది కదా, linked hash set. I have given linked hash map, hash table, hash map. There may be some other subclasses. Okay, we need to test in API. ఇంకా సబ్ క్లాస్ ఉంటే ఉండొచ్చు. Predominant గా మాత్రం ఇవి. We work, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2. How much? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8. 8 programs we will work. ఇంకా కొన్ని miscellaneous ఉంటే ఉండొచ్చు. That we can check in what we call. And of course, methods కూడా అన్ని discuss చేయను. Few methods, basic methods I will discuss. Remaining we can check in API. For example, clear అని చెప్పి ఒక మెథడ్ ఉంది. అది మీరు చేయొచ్చు. ఒక once I take a set, you can clear the elements in the set by using clear method. So those simple methods are there which I may ignore. You can check in API and work on that. But basic information I will provide. And moreover, interview questions I will answer. So first of all, one important interview question. What is the difference between set and list? Important interview question for freshers. Set versus list. What is the difference? You know that? Set versus list. Both are similar. Both consist of elements. But one, difference is there. What is that? Both consists of elements. But both consists of elements. Okay. Sets does not allow duplicate values. Avuna? Sets, what is that duplicate value? I will discuss through program. Don't worry. Just remember, sets does not allow duplicate value. Duplicate values. Duplicate values are not allowed. For example, if I take apple, banana, orange. Again, if I take apple, second apple is not allowed. Actually, in fact, as a program, it is allowed. But if you display again the set, apple will not be repeated. It will come only one time. I will prove that through program. Wait for some time. So sets does not allow duplicate values, whereas lists can allow duplicate values. Means you can take, for example, see in a class there may be some students with similar names. There may be 3 or 4 Vijay, a student by name Vijay. There may be 3 or 4 references. In list, it can be there, but in set, only one Vijay should be there, like that. So, whereas a list allow, list allows. Whereas list అన్నప్పుడు L cap పెడితే better. List plural అన్నాం కాబట్టి మామూలు word లాగా తీసుకుంటున్నాం. Whereas list allows duplicate values. Duplicate values. Right. That is the answer for this entry question. ఇప్పుడు వీటిలోకి వెళ్లే ముందర ఐ డూ వన్ థింగ్, ఐ విల్ కవర్ సమ్ మిస్లేనియస్ క్లాసెస్. ఈ మూడే కాకుండా అదర్ దాన్ దీస్ 3 interfaces, you are having some miscellaneous collection classes like string tokenizer, calendar, and what is the other thing? I forgot. Scanner. Yeah. So let me discuss those programs first of all. Then we will go with these things. Okay. So first of all, let me go with string tokenizer. Other than this, you are having some miscellaneous topics, no? So let me go with miscellaneous things like string tokenizer. String tokenizer is there, which we need to discuss. It's a collection class, other collection classes. Otherwise, I can mention like other collection classes, which we are going to discuss in collection framework, or string tokenizer, and then calendar. Actually, calendar interface is also there, in fact. Calendar, and then scanner. Scanner. Okay. First, let me discuss about string tokenizer. String, what is string tokenizer? What is a string tokenizer? A string divided into small pieces is known as, or otherwise, a string tokenizer is a class where we can cut a string into pieces or tokens. String tokenizer is a class, is a collection class, is a collection class where we can cut or chop. Chop means cut. We can cut a string into pieces called as tokens. Pieces are nothing but called as tokens. Okay, right. And these small pieces actually can be called as tokens. That's why I mentioned like this, into pieces called as tokens. So there are steps actually. I do one thing in my notes. You can read those steps, because directly simple programs, I can directly give one program and you can follow same steps while doing a program. Let me go with one program on a string tokenizer, where I'm going to cut a string into small parts called as tokens. So don't forget, all these collection classes are present in util package. That's why you are required to import java.util.star. Okay. Import java.util.star. Right. Now, let me take one class, string token demo. String tokenizer అన్నాం అయితే మళ్ళీ పెద్ద పేరు అవుద్ది. సరే, ఓకే. tokenizer demo. Don't write string tokenizer because it is a predefined class. So that's why I'm making, for example, see, Bata is already predefined. Some company is owning that. We cannot use same term. We can change it to some other word otherwise. Okay, like that. Now, let me add main method. Right. Let me take one string initially. String str is equal to, let me give, I am doing Java collection frameworks. Like this, I have given a string. Right. I have taken a string literal like that. You can take string object also, of course. For all these programs, there is unique style. First, import util package. Okay. Take some class, take some method, main method. And inside, the first job actually is create object to collection class. Which collection class I am going to use? I am going to use string tokenizer collection class. String tokenizer collection class I'm going to use. So string tokenizer s is equal to new string for all these collection classes, you have to take object for the collection class. Tokenizer. In our program, we are dealing with string tokenizer collection class. So our job is inside method. Our first job is to create an object to string tokenizer. So that's what we are doing here. Tokenizer, right? An object is created. So as part of that, already I have initialized one string str, that I can pass as an argument str comma, wherever space is there, I want to cut it out. See, I have in double quotes what I have given empty space. Is it not? I have given some empty space. You can see, right? So str is, this is a string. So I have passed a couple of arguments to string tokenizer. So yesterday also I was discussing about this day before yesterday with you, right? So whenever you create an object for, especially for predefined class, obviously a constructor, a default constructor will be invoked. In this case, you can assume a parameterized constructor is invoked by passing arguments, the string and empty space. Okay, that is done. Okay, fine. You need not write any class by name string tokenizer, and you need not give constructor. The background story is there is a class, predefined class by name string tokenizer, and inside that there is a constructor, and you are going to invoke that constructor by creating an object. That's what we had on here. Right after that. Now it is cut already, but how to display? So the job of this string tokenizer is, so whenever you do like this, see, there is a class by name string tokenizer, string tokenizer. And in that string tokenizer class, what is there? A constructor may be there like this. Constructor. దాని పేరు కూడా అదే కదా ఉండేది. String tokenizer constructor is there, and it is a parameterized one. String type of argument, I mean parameter, and the other one is also string type. Couple of strings are there. String str1 and str2, something like this you can assume. Otherwise, I'll put this code also here. It looks something like this. The code looks like this. You can assume. This is all assumption. We need not write this code. Just assume like this. So because Java is simple, our job is becoming much simpler. What is our job? Only one step is our job. What is that one step? Create object. Let the remaining task be done by JavaScript people, which they have done already. str2. So two parameters are there, and we are passing two arguments. str is pushed into str1, and this empty space is pushed into str2. And inside, a lot of code will be there. We need not write that code. A lot of code will be there like this. Okay, right. So whenever I do steps like this, especially creating an object for any predefined class, so a constructor will be invoked. Please remember, right? Now, so what is the job inside? You can guess. You are passing string and you are passing empty space in the form of arguments. They are pushed to str1 and str2, and internally the job is the kind of job you can guess that is going to be cutting, chopping this string into pieces, taking into criteria empty space, because you have given second string as empty space. Wherever empty space is there in this string str, that will be chopped, cut down. That is a job done. But how can you see whether it is cut or not? Yeah, you can see that. Now let me display those cut pieces. For that, let us take while loop. You can take while loop or for loop. While, what is our string tokenizer object? Yes. Yes dot has more tokens is a method. నిజంగా ఉంటే గనక tokens కట్ చేసి ఉంటే గనక నిజంగా has more tokens. Okay, has more tokens is a predefined method. While s dot has more tokens, then I want to display all those tokens. How to display? System dot out dot println. How to display those tokens? Very simple. S dot next token. Next will always point to 0 indexing 1. From there, next token nizanga unte ganaka it will display that. next token. Okay, like this. So you have to remember a couple of methods. One is has more Nizanga tokens unte, get into that list and display the next token. Okay. And then next malla, ఇంకా నిజంగా తర్వాత కూడా tokens ఉంటే, yeah, get inside. Just like a queue, somebody taking tickets in a railway station or cinema theater. So నిజంగా ఉంటే గనక, yeah, take a token, next, take a token, like that. Like that. Let us close this. How many closings? One for while, one for main method, and one for class. Done. Save as string tokenizer demo. String to escape. Demo dot Java. Right. String tokenizer demo dot Java. Right. Now let us run this. Compiled. Let us run this. You can see vertical display. I am. Why it is broken at I am? See the look at the string. Right after I am space is there. Is it not? That's why it is broken. It is taking into consideration the empty space. Got it? I'll do another program also. Don't worry. Different criteria levels can be put as part of double quotes. Okay. So I have taken empty space. Wherever empty space is there in the string, I have broken them into parts. I am doing Java collection frame works. Yeah, these are all tokens. Got it. And you can also still put more tokens. Understood the program? Very simple one. So I will elaborate this string and I will put some other criteria. I am doing Java collection frameworks. Collection frameworks is better than array in some aspects. In some aspects. Elaborate. So my criteria is wherever space is there, that is okay. Other than space, wherever single quote is there. And I am fine with util packets. Util packets. This is the information I am providing. Wherever single quote, ఇక్కడ I am లో I, M కి మధ్య single quote ఉంది. So wherever ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ఇక్కడ కూడా పెట్టాను single quote. Can you see? That is single quote. Single quote ఉంటే బ్రేక్ అయిపోవాలి, కట్ చేయాలి, చాప్ చేయాలి. కామా ఉంటే చాప్ చేయాలి. కామా ఎక్కడన్నా వచ్చిందా పెడదాం, లేకపోతే ఏమైంది? కలెక్షన్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్స్ ఆర్ బెటర్ దాన్. కామా ఎక్కడ పెడితే బాగుంటుంది? ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ జావా కలెక్షన్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్స్. కలెక్షన్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్స్ ఆర్ బెటర్ దాన్ array. ఇక్కడ కామా పెడుతున్నాను, మన ఇష్టం కదా కామా. సో ఇక్కడ సపరేట్ చేశాను, అక్కడికి ఒక పార్ట్ అన్నట్టు. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద పార్ట్స్ విచ్ ఐఎమ్ చాపింగ్. లెట్ మీ చెక్ డౌన్ దిస్ టైం. సమ్ డిఫరెంట్ టోకెన్స్ వస్తాయి మీకు ఈసారి. క్రైటీరియాలో ఏమి ఇస్తే అవన్నీ వస్తాయి కదా. యా, I am also separated this time. You can see because I have given single quote clearly indicating to cut. I am doing Java collection frameworks. Dot ఉన్న దగ్గర కూడా separate అయిపోయింది. Collection frameworks are better than array in some aspects. మళ్ళా I డాట్ ఇవ్వలేదు చూసారా, అందుకని తర్వాత డాట్ ఇక్కడ స్పేస్ ఇవ్వాల. డిడ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ దిస్? స్పేస్ ఇవ్వాల. డాట్ కూడా ఇస్తే డాట్ దగ్గర కూడా కట్ అవుద్ది, అంతే కదా. డాట్ ఇవ్వడం మర్చిపోయాను, అది కూడా ఇస్తాను. ఐ విల్ గివ్ డాట్ ఆల్సో. See how it works this time. You can give multiple criterias like that. Let me run it. Got it? Now చూడండి. I am separate అయిపోయినాయి. Because I have given single quote, you can understand. And then doing Java collection frameworks. తర్వాత full stop ఉంది, separate అయిపోయింది. Collection frameworks are better than array. In some aspects, I am separate అయిపోయినాయి. Yeah, you can understand. Very simple. So what is the job? First import util package, then create object to collection class. But here our collection class is there is a parameterized constructor that is invoked, and its job is to chop the given string into pieces based on the criteria. And then how to display the tokens. Cut chesni etla display cheyali. There is a method called as, you can try a while loop, and there is a method called as has more tokens. If really tokens are there, control transfers inside while loop, and it will display token by token by taking a method called as next token, which is a non-static method. S dot next token. S dot has more tokens. Any doubts in this program? Shall I move to the next one? String tokenizer ante antaminchi inkem ledhu, nothing else. Shall I move to scanner this time? I'll move to scanner class, and then we have to move with the calendar also. So let me move with the scanner this time. మీకు ఫస్ట్ లో స్ట్రీమ్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పాను, గుర్తుందా? దిస్ ద నెక్స్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ ఫర్ స్ట్రీమ్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ అనకూడదు, కానీ కొన్ని ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కి టు సమ్ ఎక్స్టెంట్ యూ కెన్ యూజ్ అన్ ఆల్టర్నేటివ్, బట్ నాట్ ఫుల్ ఫ్లెడ్జ్డ్. సో స్కానర్, let me discuss with one program. Let me accept student details from keyboard or a person details from keyboard. Import. You can also do like this, import java.util.star కొట్టచ్చు. లేదంటే you can also do only scan ray కావాలి అంటే util.scanner. Like this also you can do. Very simple. It is up to you. If you want, star means all classes and interfaces you are going to import as part of util package if you give star. But if you give one particular class, means you are going to import only scanner. You cannot utilize the calendar. You cannot utilize string tokenizer, or you cannot utilize array list or vector in this program, because I'm importing only scanner. If you go with star, then you can do multiple things in the same program. Okay, right. Now let me take class, like let me call it as scanner demo. Right, in that, let me take main method. Yeah, yes. And right inside that, first job, as I told earlier, first util package should be imported. Then first job is, I want to go with move with the scanner class. So create object for scanner class. Scanner s is equal to new scanner. Okay, right. And you have to give system.in, right, for this. A similar task, there 3 objects are linked. Just recollect buffered reader br equals new buffered reader, new input stream reader, within bracket again system.in is there, right? Here also same story, but little bit shortcut. Why? Because system.in akkada undi ikkada undi, akkade undi extra buffered reader attached with new input stream reader object. Input stream reader object attached with buffered reader object. But here are రెండు కలిపి స్కానర్ షార్ట్ కట్ ఒకటే, ఒక ఆబ్జెక్టే. ఈ ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లో 2 ఆబ్జెక్ట్లు ఉన్నట్టు అనుకోండి. బోత్ బఫర్ రీడర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అండ్ ఇన్పుట్ స్ట్రీమ్ రీడర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ బదులు ఒక ఆబ్జెక్టే. స్కానర్ is a combination of memory as well as the other thing is a wire. You can think like that. And keyboard object already linked with scanner. Okay, shortcut. Length తగ్గిపోయింది కోడ్ చూడండి. Now it is very easy. You can display system.out.println. I want to display student is. Students is. Students is. Enter students is. So let us enter. Otherwise, I will write a message here like this. Enter. Enter. Students is. So seeing this message, you need to type from keyboard. So how it is typed from keyboard? So int, age is integer, int is is equal to s dot s is scanner object. Next int is the method. Simple methods. No parsing, nothing. మీకు అక్కడ పార్సింగ్ కూడా వచ్చింది స్ట్రీమ్స్ లో అయితే ఇక్కడ పార్సింగ్ ఏం అక్కర్లా అదే చేసుకుంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ int, that's it. Next, enter students marks this time. Let us take marks. మీరు అంతకుముందు చేసిన ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ లో ఇది ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. కాదు యూటిల్ డాట్ స్టార్ కొట్టండి ఆర్ స్కానర్ కొట్టండి. రిమైనింగ్ స్టోరీ సేమ్ కీబోర్డ్ ద్వారా. ఇంకా ఐఓ ప్యాకేజ్ కూడా ఏం ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకోకర్లేదు. యూ నీడ్ నాట్ ఇంపోర్ట్ ఐఓ ప్యాకేజ్ ఆల్సో, రైట్? ఎంటర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఏమిద్దాం, నేమ్ ఇద్దాం సారీ, స్ట్రింగ్. ఓకే, స్ట్రింగ్ అయితే ఎట్లా డీల్ చేయాలి, హౌ టు డీల్ విత్ ఎ స్ట్రింగ్, లెట్ us see. So name is a string, as you know. String name is equal to చెప్పండి string name s dot next method. అక్కడేమో నెక్స్ట్ ఇంటూ ఇక్కడ next line. I frequently don't use this scanner, that's why let me test. I might have done, I did not remember. Let me test it once. Next line కూడా చూద్దాము. Okay, right now marks, enter students marks. Let me go with the decimal value. Frequently use చేయను నేను ఇది, but okay fine, we will test it. Float ఏమందాం, marks is equal to, ఇంకా పార్సింగ్ ఏం అక్కర్లా, s డాట్ నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్లోట్. నెక్స్ట్ డబుల్ కూడా వస్తుంది నాకు తెలిసి, చేసినట్టు గుర్తుంది. రైట్, అట్లాగే ఇంకొకటి ఇద్దాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ లైన్ కూడా చూద్దాం. మరి ముందు ఇది చేసి అది చూద్దాం. ఇట్ వర్క్స్, ఐ కెన్ మేక్ ఏ కామెంట్ దేర్ ఇట్స్. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐ ఎంటర్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ కీబోర్డ్, లెట్ మీ డిస్ప్లే ఆల్ ద డేటా. ఎంటర్ తీసేసి స్టూడెంట్స్ ఫస్ట్ ఏమి ఇచ్చాం, ఏజ్. Students is equal to, what is the variable in which age is stored? Age కాబట్టి age ఇస్తే సరిపోతుంది. అట్లాగే let us take the remaining things as well. Students, what is the next one? Name, colon, name is the variable which you have taken earlier. And then students marks is equal to marks. Marks is the variable name. And then students, what is the other thing left? Students marks అంతగా ఇచ్చింది, అంతవరకే. Right, that's it. 1 2 3, only 3 ఇచ్చామా? Okay, right, no problem. Let us close both and save it as scanner demo dot scanner demo dot java. Let us run this, then we will change that little bit. Right, let us execute this. Right, the machine is asking, you can see enter students is. How we got, because you know here we made a display statement, system.out.print enter students is. Yeah, the machine is asking me to enter is. Let me enter is 18, and then this 18 will be taken by next int method through yes. What is yes? Scanner tied up with the keyboard. Simple object. And whatever next int method is going to take, that 18 is put in is. Parsing కూడా అక్కర్లేదు, automatic parsing will be done. Next, enter students name, it should ask. Yeah, it is asking. I type some name like Vijay. Okay, Vijay is also stored in next method is used. Just remember method names. Next will take that Vijay and put in name. No parsing, nothing. And enter students marks 99.99 decimal value. Yeah, you got all the data. Perfect. Now you are saying next line no చెప్పింది. ఇంతేనా అంతేనా? Let me test that once. It's working fine. 19 రావట్లేదుగా, రావట్లా. Next line is not working. Next correct. you may be wrong, I think. నెక్స్ట్ డబుల్ కూడా పనిచేస్తుంది, మీరు ట్రై చేయండి వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? ఓకే విత్ దిస్? రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ we take a calendar program. One more program we will take on calendar this time. So, import java dot util dot star. Right. Let me take one class calendar demo. Calendar demo. Right. Let us take public static void main and arches. Right. Now, again, some factory method you have to take. Calendar interface is there actually. Let me calendar. Sir, I still remember క్యాలెండర్ పేరుతోటి క్లాస్ ఉంది, ఇంటర్ఫేస్ కూడా ఉంది జావాలో. ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయండి మీరు కూడా. నేను చాలా రోజుల క్రితం చూశాను. కంటిన్యూయింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ వెన్ ఎవర్ ఐ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్, బట్ ఐఎమ్ విత్ టైమ్ ఐ గాట్ సమ్ డౌట్ అగైన్. ఐ నీడ్ టు చెక్ బికాస్ ఐ స్టిల్ రిమెంబర్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ఉంది, క్లాస్ కూడా ఉంది. సో హియర్ వాట్ ఐ డూ ఈస్ క్యాలెండర్ CL is equal to, is the spelling correct? తప్పైతే అదే ఇస్తుంది, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. Get instance is the method which you need to call. I will explain this. Wait, a factory method, you can understand, right? So already I discussed about factory method. Without using new operator, you are creating an object here, calendar object, and you are also invoking a method, now a static method, a factory method also by name get instance. So get instance means నా కరెంట్ క్యాలెండర్లో ఏ ఉంటే అది, ఏ మంత్ ఉంది, ఏ డేట్ ఉంది, ఏ టైం ఉంది, అదంతా కూడా స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటుంది సిఎల్లో గెట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్. అండ్ సిఎల్ ఈజ్ అ రిఫరెన్స్ ఫర్ క్యాలెండర్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్. ఈ సిఎల్ రిఫరెన్స్ ఫర్ క్యాలెండర్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ holding calendar object on the other side, and get instance is also invoked. Okay, it's a factory method. Okay, now the code. So I want to display date int dd is equal to CL dot, there is a method called as get method. CL dot get, within bracket calendar dot, very simple, caps lo rastunnaru, you can understand. So we have done this before in threads also. I used capital letters somewhere, right? And in where else? Yeah, especially in threads. Even in interface also, father mother program I explained way back. Father height HT1 in caps I have written. In threads where I have written capital letters, did you remember? Norm underscore priority, max underscore priority, min underscore priority. Why I have taken capital letters? Because they are all static and final variables. Here also same story. Date is a final variable present in calendar class. So it's a static variable, static and final variable. That's why calendar dot date. Right. Similarly, డేట్ అంటే ఆ రోజు వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ కూడా కావాలి కదా. లెట్ మీ టేక్, ఇట్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో అన్ ఇంటిజర్. is equal to CL dot get. సేమ్ స్టోరీ. అన్ని ఇవన్నీ కూడా, ఆల్ దీస్ వేరియబుల్స్ ఆర్ పార్ట్ అండ్ పార్సల్ ఆఫ్ క్యాలెండర్ క్లాస్. CALENDAR, calendar dot month should be in capital letters. It says predefined static variable. Okay, నెక్స్ట్. కాకపోతే మంత్ ఒకటి కొంచెం కేర్ఫుల్గా ఉండాలి. ప్లస్ కానీ MM++ కానీ ఇవ్వాలి. ఎందుకో నేను చెప్తాను. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో కరెక్ట్. లెట్ మీ గివ్ ద అదర్ థింగ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో కరెక్ట్. ఎందుకు ఇవ్వాలో చెప్తాను, చూడండి. మీకు ఇది ఆల్సో కరెక్ట్. ఎందుకో చెప్తాను. వెయిట్ ఫర్ సమ్ టైమ్, ఐ విల్ ప్రూవ్ దట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్, YY is equal to CL dot get. Get is a method, right? Calendar dot YEAR. Right, that is also done. Right, now I want to display current date, whatever I accessed. System dot Right. So here, let me display in our format. Different formats you can take. I am taking this style plus within double quotes. You want dot or slash? I'm going with slash. In between, slash will be displayed. Plus plus slash. Different styles of displaying. That is up to you. Why? Okay. Like this I have taken. Right. Now, not only date, time, and all these things, but also I want to get the current dates time. ప్రస్తుతం నా ల్యాప్టాప్ లో ఏం చూపిస్తుంది 21:13 means 8:30, no, sorry, 9:13 it is showing, right? Including seconds I want to get. For that, int r, first hours, next minutes, next seconds రావాలి. Int h equals CL dot, again same method, same story, no change whatsoever. Calendar dot, what is that? R, HOUR. Okay. Next, you can expect minute and second also like this. So, Panchata. Copy this. Hour తర్వాత minute, M. Minute అన్నప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది? Minute. అట్లాగే second. Here goes second. Here goes second as well. Very simple. ఒకటి నొచ్చుకుంటే ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే మిగతా అంతా సేమ్ ప్యాటర్న్. అంతే కదా. క్యాలెండర్ సేమ్ స్టైల్ చూడండి. వేరియబుల్స్ మన ఇష్టం, పేర్లు అదేముంది, డి పెట్టండి లేకపోతే డబుల్ డి పెట్టండి, అది మీ ఇష్టం. సో ఇదంతా కూడా సేమ్ స్టైల్, సేమ్ గెట్ మెథడ్, మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్ ఐ యూటిలైజ్డ్, అండ్ సేమ్ క్యాలెండర్ క్లాస్, సేమ్ variables like date, month, year, they are all predefined. Okay. Now let me display the way to display this. System dot out dot println. So let me display that. How to display that? H plus, let me display colon here. Colon plus what is the other thing left? Yes. Just 1 second, I'm coming back. Oh, right. So let us display. So colon my istam, colon కాకపోతే hyphen పెట్టండి, అదంతా మీ ఇష్టం. Okay. Now let us close this. Let us save the program with the name calendar demo. Calendar demo.java. Let us run this. ఇందాక కంప్లీట్ చేయలేదా? అయింది కదా. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ మార్క్స్ అడిగింది. ఓకే, leave it. Calendar demo.java. Compile. Let us run this. Yeah, you got it. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, కరెక్ట్ గానే వచ్చింది కదా. మంత్ 6th month జూన్. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ప్లస్ ఇవ్వకపోతే ఏమవుతుంది చూడండి. Even in the beginning, I don't know. I have taken this parts and pieces present in textbook. I did not remember the textbook name. డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇచ్చి చూశాను, నాకేమొస్తుందండి, ఇట్లా చేశాను. ఇప్పుడు కామెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఈ రాయలా నేను అసలు, ఈ రాయకుండా చేస్తే ఏం వచ్చిందంటే అవుట్పుట్, ఇట్ కేమ్ లైక్ దిస్. యూ కెన్ సీ నా. ఇందాక జూన్ 6th month కరెక్టే వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఏమొస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఏమొచ్చిందండి, ఏ మంత్ వచ్చింది అంటే ఏమై ఉంటుంది, జాన్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి 0 month. అంతేనా? am I right? డిఫాల్ట్ గా ఎట్లా స్టోర్ అయ్యి ఉంటాయి ఈ మంత్ అనేది? మంత్ ఈస్ గెటింగ్ స్టార్టెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ 0. 0 is Jan, 1 is Feb, like that. Obviously 5 is going to be June, అంతేనా? December is going to be 11. మరి తప్పు కదా అది. ఏం చేయాలి? That's why you have to use either post increment or pre increment. You would understand? Now we'll get correct answer. Got it? చూడండి ఇప్పుడు 6 వస్తుంది కరెక్ట్ గా. ఇందా 5 వచ్చింది, ఇప్పుడు 6 వచ్చింది. Got it? Able to understand? Any doubts in this program? This is also a simple program, is it not? So all simple applications done, and in the next class we will see about sets, lists and maps. Okay, sets, lists, maps చేసేస్తే I think ఇంకొక 2 క్లాసులు పట్టొచ్చు కలెక్షన్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ అవ్వాలంటే. ఆ తర్వాత then I will move to widening and narrowing as well. Shall I close with